Whyte bested Joshua in the amateur ranks 6 years ago, sparking a bitter rivalry between these powerful Brits. Joshua would go on to win Olympic gold in 2012. Joshua's muscular physique and highlight reel knockouts have made him a quick sensation, and he's been touted as the potential here apparent in the division. Whyte is a former professional kickboxer and two-time British heavyweight kickboxing champion, claiming both the British super heavyweight and European K1 titles. Whyte has been sensational in each outing and rightfully deserves a crack at Joshua's British crown, as well as the opportunity to supplant him as the division's next dominant force. Both undefeated with perfect records. 14 wins for AJ, all by knockout, and 16 for the body snatcher. In his last fight, Joshua destroyed Gary Cornish in the first round. Whyte knocked out the veteran Brian Minto in the third round.
Sees that right hand coming. Yeah, he can't get into this kind of fight with Joshua. Just get the sense that any second something could go off here. And again a wobble. Again it was the left. Can't miss him, can he? Whyte just swinging and hoping. And
on the power shot, I know he hurts him, but I like to see Joshua start jabbing back at Whyte.
I think in the head he
was picking him off as the guard drops a solid crunching right hook. Whyte
was a nice body shot by him.
Really was.
They don't call him the body snatcher for nothing, I guess. I was like that, and we get to see,
Joshua nails him with a left hand, Whyte in trouble.
At bay in some ways.
But he's not really...
Already, the legs don't look good at all. And Joshua just near, Whyte going for it.
Whyte's got to be careful not to punch himself out, though.
This is what I mean. And try and get Joshua. Joshua hasn't been tested to take chances because he is not going to get himself into this fight.
And he's been hurt tonight. There's another one of those body shots that Whyte got him with earlier. He's doing it, he can't do it. He's still got nearly 45 seconds to get through here. Big swing and a miss from Whyte. Nice. Then took him back, settled him down. And what's Banks said, just to calm Dillian Whyte down. And Whyte trying to do just that. Joshua, big right uppercut, followed up with a straight left.
Back to the ropes, he had nowhere to go. Nothing to do except fight, and he threw a big shot.
And it landed.
I think he was looking to establish the jab, but Joshua's now caught him. And we'll see how his mentality changes.
Wide swinging hooks of his. Joshua very watchful. Tee off with those big, solid shots of his.
I like to see Joshua return the jab, though. You know, right? I think Joshua's
threatening to unravel here. Joshua, for the first time in his career as a professional, shaken.
Behind the jab that he started the fight with. Regardless of the kind of success, just that
sticks his tongue out at Whyte. Whyte in survival mode here.
If you can come through the other guy's power.
He had to sustain and get through there. Can he hear that bell? Can certainly take a punch.
And
he shook Joshua. He shook Joshua.
Joshua's hurt.
Joshua's in big trouble.
Mentioned before, he's never had to fight.
His legs looked a little bit unsteady for a moment there.
For a house to get people out of there, and I really don't see him any other way.
But can you take a chance against Anthony Joshua?
Gotta get off the ropes right now.
Whyte is starting to come apart here already.
Whyte's got a hold. Whyte's got a hold. He's got a hold.
He's not doing it.
Test his chin out, and Whyte's done that.
Big right hand from Whyte.
It seemed that he's got cleared some of the cobwebs. He got out of the round.
Okay. Well, that was Joshua hitting after the bell, and Whyte not having any of it. Whyte's lost control. Whyte.
And I like what Foster's doing. He's trying to take charge right now because at the end of that
was done. And it wasn't done, and he got himself in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Starts, fatiguing and taking those body shots. Will his power be the same? We'll find out.
Well,
yeah, and I think he's looking too much, thinking of too much about going.
He's been caught maybe high in the head, but not the chin.
Right back in his face.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up that mental edge. Every time, just mix your shots, vary your offense. You can have that trigger.
Downstairs from Dillian Whyte.
Nice
Joshua looks for the response though. He gets it.
These 2 times already.
And part of this is for a little bit easier for Joshua is that Whyte has slowed. And I don't think Joshua likes where this is going. Already the longest fight Anthony Joshua's been in.
It existed in the previous round, but this is better.
But he still hasn't got rid of it. He could well be a force. He's still very young.
Well, use the jab first. You know, it's always Whyte initiating.
Yep, he's looked slow and kind of heavy-legged, Joshua. As I say,
Jonathan Banks very animated in the Whyte corner.
Just too stiff.
Better again from Joshua. But he sunk 2 or 3 really good left hooks in the midsection. Clearly hurt Joshua. Good hand. This is a guy that's never been past.
He's not able to set up his own offense if he's being jabbed at, and he's got to be defensive on the jab.
Again, a look.
Joshua has. It's more important for Whyte to remain disciplined on his game plan. He lowers his hands and then put the right hand up to the head.
Joshua lands a swinging left hook, but Whyte has soaked something here, and it's Dillian Whyte that's doing the dragging. Joshua as well, but Whyte grits his teeth, soaks it over time.
Joshua's timing his punches much better in this round.
Although give Dillian Whyte credit too with the chin he's got.
He's got a territory too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well,
Yeah.
they both new territory.
And it's draining, and it's Whyte still
Whyte.
on the...
And he's doing a good job of getting off the numbers of punches.
And Whyte is breathing very, very heavily. Joshua.
Yeah, he's timing his punches so much better than a couple of rounds ago. This is a real good job.
From comfortable.
And we're only halfway through.
Joshua, slow, methodical now.
Get his mind back on the job. I think earlier he thought the job...
But as long as Whyte returns fire once in a while. Sometimes you got to make the adjustment. That's part of fighting a 12-rounder. Nice right hand by Josh.
I'll give Whyte obviously the round where he hurt
Oh, he's got him.
Terrific!
Finally got him. Is this the breakthrough? Whyte
What he's doing now.
Yeah, I think he's settled into the fact that this maintain a game plan and be smart. That's jabs at him. Josh is maintaining his distance. That way he's able to counter back like that.
Again, Whyte soaking it all up.
Now these were just kind of arm punches that...
Tag there with a view notion that he can blast his way through. Dillian Whyte has gone. He's having to pick his shot through. Whyte looking to try and hold. Lands a right hand of his own. Terrific response again from Whyte.
A couple of rounds ago as well. He looks in grab squat, that was low. The body shots have knocked some out of him as well. Oh, terrific!
Joshua.
To get through all this stuff, he's in shape.
Incredible that Whyte is still there. Joshua not letting him off the hook. Howard Boss. Big right hand.
Not been driven back with Joshua. I think he's running up. Yeah, Joshua's keeping him at the mark.
Just a second ago, Whyte tried the same shot.
What was done, he was a little bit careless, but I think now he knows.
Massive learning experience this for both of them, isn't it? It really is. Neither of them have had it easy tonight thus far.
Oh, good body.
It's actually not accurate in my scorecard. I actually have given Whyte 2 rounds. I think we can.
He's doing a better job.
So commendable credit. Keeps firing back every time he does get tagged. For Joshua now, these combinations are ripping through Dillian Whyte.
Joshua will find out. It's finding out tonight what the game is all about.
Rocked by that big right hand. Joshua looking to size him up. Legs. There's a grin from Whyte, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes.
He's hurt. The way he went down.